Good morning everybody, and a very warm welcome to Sherfield-on-Loddon. And today marks the inaugural video from my new home. I have something very different and something very special to show you. But in terms of a layout, there is no layout as such as of yet. The plan is going to be to build a 12-foot by 2-foot layout, which will run along one side of the flat, which can then be taken down in modular form to exhibitions. And that's pretty much how we're going to be doing that. In the meantime today, to show you that all is not dead, I have something very, very special to show you. So please be seated for this bit, because some of you may be a bit surprised. Others know exactly what I'm going to show you, and it's a bit of a departure from what I normally get, so I'm going to show you right now. And here you go. This in front of you is my first steamer. It represents many firsts. It's my first steamer, it's my first DCC loco, and it's also my first digital sound locomotive as well. So there's many firsts for this, and I know many of you probably thought I'm a bit of an antichrist when it comes to steam locomotives, but I can appreciate a good old kettle. And the reason how I got into kettles, maybe I should just give you a bit of a background story really. I've done a few exhibition circuits, helping out on layouts and things like that, and those of you who know me and know my previous layout Behringer will know, my apologies for my voice because I'm actually a bit under the weather still, will know that I'm a big diesel and EMU and DMU fan, and I still am. Predominantly the new layout will be modern, but this kind of steamer will be used as a kind of a rail tour. But the reason why I kind of got more and more of an interest into steam locos also was because, like I said, when I was doing exhibitions, helping out exhibition layouts, it occurred to me actually that it didn't really matter what I was running. It didn't matter whether I was running a steam loco, whether I was running a diesel loco. It doesn't really matter what the gauge is or the era or anything, because the one thing I took out of doing it was the fact that I had a great time just doing it, just being there and helping out, running a layout, regardless of whether it was a steam loco or whether it was a diesel loco. And the actual layout I helped on was on the Alton 2000 layout, which was based on the Midlands Railway. So it incorporated both steam and diesel on that layout, and like I said, I was just happy just to help out, and I was happy to move the trains regardless of what they were. And that kind of got me thinking, actually, you know, I really enjoyed the experience of actually exhibiting and talking to people, and that is what I really took out of it. And it, you know, almost the locomotives and the scenery was almost, and the layouts was almost like a byproduct of it. And that's how I kind of thought, well, actually, you know, I could probably do steam. I quite enjoyed running these steam trains. It's really nice. So now, why I picked this one is a different story. My friend Nigel, he's part of the Alton Model Railway Group, and he is unfortunately going through the same process that I've just been through. So he's going to have to pack up and leave at some point. And he had a lovely layout in his attic, and he's actually got this particular locomotive, which is the Holland of Africa Merchant Navy. And I'll give you some details in a moment. And he had some other steam locomotives, but it was this one that caught my eye. because although the others had sound also, and one of them was the Silver Fox that he had, this was I think the Dapper one, it was this one that caught my eye that I really liked, and I saw it going round and around and around and around in the layout, and for some reason I just got taken with it, and I loved the sound. I know people do sort of make comparisons and sort of say, well, it's TTS and it's not as good as this one or that one, but for me, in truth, I'm glad that it's got sound. I mean, that's something that which is what's driven me to go to DCC. Otherwise, I would have just been happy just to stay with the DC. But it's the sound that's kind of pushed me over to the DCC side of things. And I was never born when these things were around. And so for people to sort of make comments and say, well, this isn't quite right, or this doesn't sound like this or that, to me, it doesn't really matter too much, because I don't have a comparison to go by to say, well, that's wrong or that's right. So for all I know, the sounds could be completely wrong on this, and you know, it sounds like a steam locomotive, but it sounds great. I'm happy with it. So that's kind of my view of it. Excuse me, but it sounded absolutely awesome running around on his layout, and I've always liked, you know, I can appreciate a good steam locomotive, and hopefully you guys will sort of think that I've made a right choice. I mean, like I said, I'm not a steam buff. I'm not going to sort of get too much into detail with it, because to be honest with you, I'm not really 100% sure what I'm talking about. All I pretty much know is I just saw it and I really liked this particular one. I liked it running around. I believe it's a southern region also, so it works for me. And if I show you the box, I'll show you exactly what the R number is, and that is the R3382 TTS BR early 462 Merchant Navy class, Holland, Africa. So that is, and it's been tested, and the reason why it's been tested, because I've kind of gone a bit backwards. So here she is. I did do a video on it last night, but I thought that the light in here, it wasn't very good, so I wanted to do it some justice. I don't actually have a DCC controller as yet, so it seems like I've gone a bit backwards. However, I really wanted this loco and I didn't want to miss out. So I know which DCC controller I'll be getting, and that will be on a separate video, and I'll be discussing my thoughts on the various controllers that are out on the market at the moment, and why I chose the one I did, or that I'm going to buy. But in the meantime, back to this. I think the thing that drew me to this is it's kind of like a bold locomotive, I think. It's kind of, I feel like it's quite aggressive. It looks quite mean looking. I mean, this is just to me. I mean, I'm not basing it on anything, but to me, it looks kind of, the front looks kind of like in your face kind of thing. I wouldn't call it like the most elegant of locomotives, I don't think, steam locomotives. I'm sure it's just kind of my view of it. It kind of says to me, get out of my way, I'm on my way, you know, let me get to where I'm going to go. You know, don't mess with me. That's kind of what the front almost tells me. It's kind of like kind of vulgar and kind of bold. And I guess that's why I like it. And like I said, it's a Holland Africa Merchant Navy class. And she's beautiful. She really is. I can't wait to get my own controller. Don't know if this is going to refocus. Try to sort of move it without it sort of going out of focus. And it's so beautiful. I can't wait to run her. I need to get some coaches for her. Like I said, it'll probably be more run as a rail tour kind of thing. I don't think there's anything wrong in having a steamer on a layout or a kettle. I just think she's beautiful. I might end up getting another one, I don't know. Who knows? In the meantime, some of you may have spotted this in the background, so I might as well show it to you now. This is one of the new Oxford Rail sort of Land Rovers, re-railers kind of thing. So I bought one of these the other day. So this is along the BR Blue theme. So that's what I got also. But yeah, I mean, this is my Merchant Navy class, and I am so happy with it. I really am. I can't wait to run it. I mean, like I said, I need a controller for it, but I know which ones I'm going to get. And like I said, once I get that, I will go into detail, and that'll be on a separate video called Power and Control. But in the meantime, I will sort of leave you with the kind of... It's lovely. I like it. Like I said, I never thought I'd buy a steam locomotive, to be honest. And I thought if I would, it would probably be a pannier. Because I just like the idea of the pannier. I thought it worked quite nice. There's a little branch line, little diddy. But this is just absolutely beautiful. It's exquisite. Love the detail. I just kind of look at it and you've got to appreciate it. I don't know what the detail's like inside. To be honest with you, it came together, so I haven't dared take it apart. In terms of... My apologies once again. I'm going to cut it now because my voice is going on me, but I hope that you like what I've bought. And I hope you feel like I've made a really good choice. And you never know, watch this space, there might be one or two more. Like I said, it might be a heritage line or something like that. It's just absolutely beautiful, I love it. I can't wait to get the controller and get some sounds running. And like I said, once I do get the controller, I will do another video on this to demonstrate the sounds and the sound functions of it. I mean, I know it works because I bought it from the shop. I mean, you know, I'm glad I did because I was going to get it online, but the problem is because I've got no way of testing it currently. I just didn't want it sitting around, and if there was a problem with it, just have it sitting around here without knowing until I get excited and want to finally get my controller, try and test it, and then it doesn't work. So at least I know that this works, albeit I haven't got a controller at the moment, but that'll be within a few weeks or so, I should imagine. But I'm not overly in a hurry because I've still got baseboards and things like that to build and stuff like that. But hopefully this will be the first video of many. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching. And also I'd like to say a big thank you to all the subscribers who have been really patient and stayed with me for all this time, and have just supported me all the way through and sent me lovely messages and kind messages and all sorts, because it's absolutely amazing. And in fact, my subscribers has actually gone up, not by a huge amount, but I haven't lost any subscribers during this period of having to move. I'll just show you a quick picture of the back of it so you can actually see it. I'm so glad I actually redid this video because it looks so much nicer during the daylight. It really does. So until the next time, it's bye from Sherfield-on-Loddon, and I will speak to you guys soon. Bye for now.